Hello students, in today's lecture we will solve some practice question and that practice question are based on ray optics and this is the practice question part 1. In this lecture we will solve practice questions from first to 6. Disclaimer: the images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So, topic is ray optics. Question first. Question is, to get three images of a single object, one should have two parallel plane mirrors at an angle of what? So in this question asks about the what will be the angle when to get the three images of a single object. One should have two plane mirrors. Given options, option A is 60°, option B is 90°, option C is 120°, and option D is 30°. So which option is correct? Option A, B, C, or D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's see the solution. So, to get the three images of a single object, one should have two plane mirrors at an angle of what? So, suppose there are two plane mirrors and this is plane mirror first and this is plane mirror second, and object is placed between them. This one. This is the object. To find out the angle, we will use the formula and to calculate the number of images. So n is equal to 360 divided by theta minus 1. So we have to find the theta. Clear? And number of images which is given in this question, and that is 3. Clear? So put all the given terms in this formula. Then after that you will be get the correct option. So theta is the angle between the mirrors. Suppose this is the theta. Clear? So the number of images is 3, which is equal to 360 divided by theta minus 1. So after calculating this term, you will be get theta is equal to 90°. It means that the angle of mirrors should be between the mirrors should be 90°. Clear? So correct option is option B is correct. Question second. Question second is the maximum magnification that can be obtained with a convex lens of focal length 2.5 centimeter. The least distance of distant vision is 25 centimeter. So we know that the least distance of distant vision is 25 centimeter. So question asks about the maximum magnification that can be obtained with a convex mirror, convex lens. Clear? So given options, option A is 10, option B is 0.1, option C is 62.5, and option D is 11. So which one option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So in this question asks about the maximum magnification that can be obtained with a convex lens, and the focal length of the convex lens that is given in this question, that is 2.5 centimeter, and the least distance of the distinct vision is 25 centimeter. So maximum magnification is obtained when the image is formed at the near point of the eye. In that case, the maximum magnification formula, or we can say magnification formula, m is equal to 1 plus d by f. This one, m is equal to d by f. Clear? So here d is the least distance of the distinct vision, and that is 25 centimeter, and f is the focal length of the convex lens, that is 2.5 centimeter. So put the focal length and the least distance of the distinct vision is which is 25 centimeter in this formula, and calculate, then you will be get m is equal to 11, where d is the least distance of the distinct vision and f is the focal length of the lens. So correct option is D. The maximum magnification that can be obtained with a convex lens of the focal length 2.5 centimeter is 11. Clear? Option D is correct. Question 3. Question 3 is, a beam of light composed of red and green rays is incident obliquely at a point on the face of a rectangular glass slab. Means a beam of light, and that beam of light composed of, or we can say mixing of two colors, and that is red color and green. Red and green rays. Clear? And that incident on obliquely at a point on the face of a rectangular glass slab. On a face, and the face is have a shape rectangular glass slab. When coming out from the opposite parallel face, the red and green rays emerge from what? So in this question asks about the what will be the changes after the rays coming out from opposite of the parallel face. Clear? So given options, option A is 2 points propagating in two different non-parallel directions. Option B is 2 points propagating in two different parallel directions. And option C is 1 point propagating in two different directions. And option D is 1 point propagating in the same direction. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So a beam of light, and that is composed of red and green rays. Listen carefully. Beam of light is composed of red and green rays, and that is incident on that ray is incident on obliquely at a point on the face of a rectangular glass slab. Clear? When coming out of the opposite parallel face, the red and green rays emerge from what? So in this question asks about the after the emerging, what will be the changes on green and red rays? Clear? So suppose this is a glass slab as shown in this diagram, glass slab, and this is the ray and the ray beam of light. This beam of light is composed of red and green rays. Red and green rays. Clear? And suppose this is the medium first. Where this medium first, this medium is first, and the glass slab having medium second. Clear? This and medium second. Clear? This is first medium and this is second medium. So in any medium other than air or vacuum, listen carefully. In any medium other than air or vacuum, the velocities of different colors are different. Clear? Suppose red color have a different velocity and green color velocity are different. But both the colors have a different velocity. The velocities of different colors are different. If the velocities are different, then what? Therefore, both red and green colors are refracted at a different angles. Clear? Means red and green have a different color. Therefore, the velocities are different. Yes or no? So the they are refracted at different angles of rarefactions. Hence, the emerging from the glass slab, this ray, red ray and green ray are emerging from the glass slab through opposite parallel phase. They appear at two different points. Yes or no? And the first point is this and second point is this. Clear? They appear at two different points and move in two different parallel directions. Both are move in two different parallel. This red move in this direction and green move in this direction. Clear? मतलब both the colors red and green both move parallelly but in two different directions. Clear? So the main reason is the both red and green color have a different velocities and or we can say different wavelengths. So correct option is option B. Option B is correct. Clear? Question 4. Question 4 is the optical path of a monochromatic light is same. Listen carefully. In this question given that the monochromatic light is optical path of a monochromatic light is same. If it goes through 4.0 centimeter of glass or 4.5 centimeter of water. If the refractive index of glass slab is 1.53, the refractive index of the water is what? So in this question asks about the what will be the refractive index of the water. Given options, option A is 1.30, option B is 1.36, option C is 1.42 and option D is 1.46. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C or option D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So, the optical path of a monochromatic light is same if it goes through 4.0 centimeter of glass and 4.5 centimeter of water. If the refractive index of glass is 1.53 and refractive index of water is what? So we have to find refractive index of the water. Clear? So we know that as the optical paths of the monochromatic light, that is represented by, that is equal to mu x. Clear? That is equal to mu x. So given that mu g is equal to 1.53, that is refractive index of glass 1.53. This is given in this question. And xg is equal to 4 centimeter, this one. And xw is equal to 4.5 centimeter, this one given. So we have to find refractive index of water. I hope all these points are clear. So equate this term, mu g xg is equal to mu w xw. So this is the optical path of a monochromatic light for two medium. So mu g is 1.53, this one, and xg is 4, and mu w, that is the refractive index of the water, and xw is 4.5. So this is just a mathematical calculations. So after calculating all this term, you will be get mu w is equal to 4 into 1.53 divided by 4.5. So mu w is equal to 1.36. So 1.36 is the refractive index of the water. That is asked in this question. Clear? So refractive index of the water is 1.36. So correct option is option B is correct. Clear? Question 5. Question is, on a hot summer night, the refractive index of air is smallest near the ground and increases with height from the ground. It means if the height is increases, that means refractive index also increases. Clear? That given in refractive index of air is smallest near the ground. Clear? And increases with height from the ground. When a light beam is directed horizontally, light beam is directly horizontally, as it travels, the light beam is what? So in this question asks about the what will be the shape, or we can say dimensions, or what will the changes in the when beam is directed horizontally travels. So options given, option A is becomes narrower, option B is goes horizontally without any deflection, option C is bends downwards, and option D bends upwards. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So, on a hot summer night, the refractive index of air is smallest near the ground and increases with height from the ground. When a light beam is directed horizontally, as it travels, the light beam is hot. So in this question asks about the what will be a changes in the light beam. Clear? So we know, suppose there is a two diagram, and for in first this is the rare medium and this is denser medium. Listen carefully. This is rare and this is denser medium. When ray of light is incident or travels from denser to rare, in that case, after this when ray of light travels denser to rare, when ray of light emerging from denser medium to rare medium, in that case the this ray, the refracting ray is away from the normal, and when the ray of light is rare to denser, so in that case refracting ray is towards the denser. Clear? So this is the basic principle. So in this diagram, according to question, suppose this is the surface of earth, and near the surface of the ground the refractive index, that is represented by mu, is small, and when the height is increasing, this one, clear, the refractive index increasing as given, increases with the height from the ground. Clear? Refractive index increases. So this is the ray of light that is traveling. So a horizontal beam is traveling from denser to rare medium, so it bends upwards away from the normal. Clear? It means this ray of light is bent upwards. So correct option is option D. Clear? Question 6. Question 6 is, a ray of light is incident on the surface of separation of a medium at an angle 45 degree and is refracted in the medium at an angle 30 degree. What will be the speed of light in the medium? So question asks about the what will be the speed of light in the medium. Clear? Given options, option A is 1.96 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Option B is 2.12 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. And option C is 3.18 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. And option D is 3.33 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So, which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have some time to solve this question. After that, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So, a ray of light is incident on a surface of separation of a medium at an angle 45 degree. So like a ray of light is incident on another medium and refracted in the medium at an angle 30 degree. Clear? So we have to find the speed of light in the medium. So this is vacuum and this is medium. So in this medium, we have to find the speed of light. So using the Snell's law, and that is n is equal to sine I divided by sine R. This is the Snell's law, and that is equal to C divided by V. Clear? So we have to find the V. This is the V. This is the speed of light in the medium, and C is the speed of light in vacuum, and that is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So V is equal to C sine R divided by sine I. Clear? And some terms are given, 45 degree and 30 degree. So putting these terms in this formula, you will get the final answer. So C is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 multiply by sine 30 divided by sine 45 degree. Sine 30 is 1 by 2 and sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. So after calculating this term, you will get V is equal to 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 divided by root 2. Clear? And after calculating again, you will get V is equal to 2.12 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Clear? It means the speed of light in the medium is this one, 2.12 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second, and meter per second is the unit of light, speed of light. Clear? So I'm use the refractive index. So correct option is option B is correct. I hope all the points are clear. Thank you for your attention.